Hello, my name is Cagney Bradley, and today we're going to be doing an advanced lesson on Amazing Grace. Show you a few extra chords you can put in there. Hopefully you watched our other two videos. We did a basic lesson, then an intermediate lesson, and added a few more things in that second lesson. But today we want to add a little bit more and see what we can do to help you with learning how to play Amazing Grace. And before I start, I do want to say if there's any other songs you've got that you would like to learn and maybe know some extra chords you could put into it, make it sound a little better, just feel free to message me, and I'll see what I can do as far as learning the song if I don't know it, and just putting the chords into it and putting it into a lesson to maybe help you along your way. So I hope this will be a blessing to you, and we'll get started. Okay, there. Basically, all we added that was different from the intermediate lesson was when we went from G to C, we added a little G augmented, and that was just after we hit the A minor 7th, back to G 7th, we added our first finger, our index finger, up on the 3rd string, or up on the 4th string on the 1st fret. So it went from this sound to that. That augmented, it's raising the sound, and it just leads right into the C chord. And pretty simple change there. Then we went back to the A minor, and I think the only thing we did different that time before we went to D is we jumped into our 7th a little sooner, and then went to our E minor and just walked down the D string from the 2nd fret, then to the 1st fret, and then open, then to our A7th. And then before D we hit our A minor 7th again. Right there. That's another chord we added in, and all that is the 2nd fret on the 6th string, then 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And you'll want to mute your 5th string. Hit the rest of them. Mute your 5th string, and that leads back to your G. Now, I think that's the only thing we did different that time from our intermediate lesson. And now I want to go ahead and jump into another way to play it real quick for those who do use bar chords and are comfortable with that. I'll scoot up a little bit so you can maybe see some of the fingering on this. I don't know the name of all the chords, and some of them it's simpler just to show you than to throw a bunch of names out there, but we'll be starting in G on the 3rd fret. So Okay, so what we did there, on the 3rd fret, we're starting in G. We're barring this off, so you start with your G, then I believe we hit a G 13th there. It's basically an A minor. There's A minor fingering. Just slid up to the 3rd fret, and then we're hitting the G note here on the top string, and we're muting the 1st and 5th strings there. So G into the G 13th and into the G 7th. Then a little augmented there into the C, into the C minor, leading back to G, and then the B7. Same thing we did earlier, just walk that down into our A7, but here instead of staying in the A7th, we slid down the neck. We went from A7th, we slid up to the 3rd fret with the same fingering as our A minor 7th, and we'll just be swapping those two fingerings out as we go up the neck. So you start here with your A7 up to the 3rd fret, then back to the A7th fingering on the 5th fret, and A7th fingering on the 7th fret, and then the A minor 7th fingering on the 8th fret. So real slow. Faster. So we'll play back through that real quick. So what we do there is we go, after we slide up the neck, this chord here, it should sound familiar. It's the same thing, our A minor 7th, we're just up on the 5th fret. It's like an E minor. You're raising your pinky, so you get your A minor 7th. And then we add our pinky down on the 7th fret there on the 1st string. Gives us that pretty sound. I believe that is a minor 9th. And you go from your A minor 9th to your A minor 7th to your D7 right there. We're going to go back to G now. We drop down to the 3rd fret. All we're doing there is we're barring the 2nd and 3rd string off on the 3rd fret, and then we're going 4th string on the 4th fret, 5th string on the 5th fret, and those are the only 4 strings we're hitting. We don't hit the top or bottom string here. That leads back into our G. And into our A minor. B7. I hope that's a help to you. Thank you.